Welcome to the Dennis and Judi Show on demand. Thanks to our sponsor, Value City NJ, with 9 locations in New Jersey or online at valuecitynj.com. Don't forget to subscribe to the show so you'll never miss a minute. New Jersey 101.5.
Plato's Closet in West Ashley and North Charleston are springing up cash. Just sell us your gently used warm weather styles like tees, shorts, sandals, and more. We're paying cash on the spot for gently used spring styles for guys and girls. Support sustainable fashion. This spring, do your thing and recycle the spring-inspired clothes, shoes, and accessories that are just hanging in your closet for cash on the spot. Let your spring clothes bloom into cash at Plato's Closet. Plato's Closet, located in West Ashley on Sam Rittenberg Boulevard and North Charleston on Rivers Avenue.
Ay, New Jersey Chime Time 10:08, Dennis and Judi program. I'm Judy Franco. Across from me is my Dennis du jour, Eric Potts.
You look beautiful today. Strikingly striking. No, that's not the right word.
I'm so happy that you're saying that because I had my hair lightened. It used to be light all the time. You would not notice because you're a man, okay? But if you weren't a man, you would know. My hair used to be like blonde like this all the time.
Right.
And then somebody said, it's aging. It's aging. So what does a woman do if somebody says it's aging? They go and do the opposite.
Right.
So now it's been dark. And my husband every day is like, I wish you were blonde again. I miss you being blonde. Why can't you be a blonde? So I finally went a little blonde. And do you know, I'm getting
He won't leave you alone. He can't keep his hands off you now.
No, ew. God forbid.
I thought because you were blonde.
No, of course he loves it, but I'm just saying, people keep complimenting me, and I'm like, look at that, and I let them tell me I looked old for the last 10 years. So F all of you who told me I looked old, just so I would be dark and ugly, and not competition. So no, thank you, I appreciate it. This morning, you and I both thought of the same thing because great minds think alike. And Kyle sent me this article too. It never bodes well for people when they're trying to sell stuff online. I shouldn't say it never bodes well. Every once in a while, it does work out when you're trying to sell stuff online. But sometimes you run into difficulties, especially if you're meeting somebody, in a weird place, in a dark alley. Not that people meet in dark alleys, but you know what I mean.
Some people meet in dark alleys.
They probably do, but there's some risk in selling things online no matter what. And so, unfortunately, that is the only way in 2024. It's not like we have classified ads anymore, kids. It's not like we have garage sales. Well, people do have garage sales, but nobody goes to them unless they're 150. But people really do have only one option, and that is to put stuff online on Facebook Marketplace, on whatever I think that's mostly now. People don't really even use Craigslist. I don't.
Yeah, you never hear Craigslist anymore. You hear Facebook Marketplace.
Right. And so, unfortunately, people run into problems when they do that, either with dishonest people or people showing up and not having what they said they were going to have. Well, I guess that also falls under the category of dishonest people. But there's got to be a way to sell and buy stuff online where it's safe.
Well, a lot of police departments have the camera and the exchange outside their police department, so you can do it. You know you're being videotaped, it's being watched, and so on, so forth, which makes a lot of sense. Every time
that's the only place I would meet somebody is in a police station. So this story happened in Howell, where guy agrees to a meeting to sell several pairs of high-end sneakers. They meet there, and a guy comes with a gun to rob him. Which just goes to show you
high-end sneakers.
You know what that is.
I know it's out of control. High-end sneakers.
Yeah.
Used to pay $2,000 for a special pair of women's shoes or something, and now you're paying $2,000 for sneakers.
Isn't that insane? So tell us when it worked out for you and when it didn't work out for you. What was the last thing you sold to a member of the public, and how did it work? 1-800-283-101.5. I sold tickets. I got a bunch of Springsteen tickets a couple of years ago. Couldn't use all of them. Eric, I thought it would be a slam dunk because everybody wants Springsteen tickets. I brought it up on the air. Well, first I had it like listed in all these places. For some reason, I wasn't getting bites. So I brought it up on the air and a woman calls and she goes, okay, let me give you my information and call me back if you want to sell them to me. So I call her and she goes, okay, I don't live far from your area. Can we meet at the Starbucks over here? I said, okay. I met her at met her at the Starbucks. Everything went off perfectly. Still not that comfortable with it because she's calling me on the air. So now she already knows, like, I don't know, I'm meeting somebody who thinks they're meeting like a important radio person, whatever. That could be dodgy.
How wrong she was.
How wrong she was, A. And B, you know, people have talk shows. Like, sometimes they have opinions other people don't agree with. So you don't know who you're meeting. Okay. That went off without a hitch. Get another email from another lady. She said, okay, I'll meet you at exit 116 on the Parkway. I said, okay, where? She's like, at the exit. So it was a little uncomfortable, but I realized it was pretty safe. I pulled off. She pulled off. You would hate this as a cop. But there we are on the shoulder. Yeah. Got out. Yeah. She gave me her money. I gave her the tickets. I loved it, though, because I had a car.
Yeah.
You know, so if anything happens, and it's a lady, too.
And you were and you said you pulled over on a highway?
No, at the, you get off the exit, now you're in a town.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, we were on the side of the road, but it wasn't like.
Yeah, but you have cars pass you, so it's not as.
You had some cars. Yeah. It wasn't scary, and it also wasn't dangerous in terms of like traffic. But I thought it was such a cool thing because we met there completely anonymous. I have my car, which is a weapon, as you know. I can get in there and run her over if I want to, or just get away really quickly. And, you know, I might or might not have had a weapon in the car if I needed it. And yeah, it was easy peasy. No, yeah, I should. Well, you can't arrest me anymore, can you?
No, but there's people out there listening, Judy.
I know, but they don't know who I am.
It's not really just you and I talking.
It isn't? No. I thought we were just having like a quiet conversation. Okay. So 1-800-283-101.5 is our phone number.
I've sold nothing. No. I'm 10 years away from being a hoarder, I guarantee it. I'll be on that show, Hoarders.
Let me tell you something. So a great way to get rid of stuff, and I always say that's funny. It turns out it's a client, right? Our National Estate Jewelry buyers. I go, you know, with jewelry, of course, watches, of course, but people don't realize if you have like stuff in your house that's like sitting there, like an art thing or whatever, you don't know what it is, you got to call somebody who knows what that is because people watch this show, Antiques Roadshow.
Yeah.
And they have these dreams of like having a $2,000 thing that they bought for $10 at a garage sale. Well, if you do go to these guys who are experts, they know. So I call this guy in, you know, Barry, National Estate, and it comes into my house, and it's really funny. I have like 1,000 things. I could have put these things on eBay, but again, I don't know the value. Just to give you an example, 2 things that happen. Number 1, my husband brings out this pewter, like, drug box. I don't know any other way. Snuff box, I guess it was. An antique box that I guess my husband kept other kinds of snuff in at one point. And he brings it to the guy and he's like, somebody once told me that this is from, you know, the 18th century or something. And he looks right at it and he goes, this is like the junkiest metal in the entire, this is not worth $20. Okay. So that was one story. Second story is I have this hideous costume bracelet. My mother-in-law gave me this big, fat, chunky bracelet. And I was dying to get rid of it, but I couldn't until she passed away. So, like, is this worth anything? I give it to him, takes a scratch, and he goes, this is solid 18-karat gold.
Whoa.
And I'm like, it's the most hideous. I'm like, Jay-Z wouldn't wear this thing. That's how bulky and gaudy it was. And he's like, yeah, this is, of all the things you have here, this is the most expensive thing. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So, since we don't know the value of a lot of that stuff, it pays to bring in an expert. But do you have garage sales? Do you sell on eBay? Do you sell on Mercari? Does anybody still sell on Craigslist? And is it safe to do so? How do you get rid of stuff that you're done with? 1-800-283-101.5 is our phone number. At the end of the day, I don't think that there's a 100% safe option for doing it because Dennis bought his son a camera on eBay. You think that's safe? They have PayPal and all that stuff.
Yeah.
He ended up sending the guy money, never getting the camera, and I forget how it ended up happening, but he lost $1,700 or something.
Crazy.
And the guy disappears into the jungles of Nairobi. So it is a little scary, although my son routinely buys iPhones, fixes them up and sells them.
Really?
Now, where do you think he buys iPhones?
eBay?
I'm sure some of them are stolen.
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah.
We don't know, but I mean, he goes on eBay. The guy has an iPhone he wants to sell for parts for $40 or whatever. He goes to, like, I'm not going to even name the neighborhoods, but he goes to this, these scary parts of town sometimes, gives the guy $40 cash, the guy gives him the thing. You have to know what that thing is worth.
Yeah.
And when you do, you can make a killing because you know what an iPhone is worth once it's fixed up? I don't have to tell you.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So, and that's just straight eBay. So Facebook Marketplace, eBay, Mercari, Craigslist. How do you sell stuff online? Do you ever? And does it ever come back to bite you? 1-800-283-101.5 is our phone number. Your call's coming up next, 10:18. Here's New Jersey Fast Traffic. Dennis and Judi show. Judy Franco here along with Eric Potts, who's in for Dennis today. Dennis is fine, by the way. Not dead. I just spoke to him. Very far from dead.
Well, this was scheduled because I knew I was working this a couple weeks or last week. So
scheduled death.
Yeah.
So phone number is 1-800-283-101.5. We're talking about selling online. Did you ever get screwed? What has it ever worked out well for you? Angela in Rockaway. By the way, if you want to hit us up on the app chat, we'd love to hear from you. It's a little function on our app where you can just talk to us directly. It's wonderful, the technology. Angela in Rockaway saying, I just give my unwanted stuff to my younger sisters. Done. Now it's their problem. That always works. Also, this person says, British Queen. I should also say this is funny, but I'm actually driving to go get an activity cube from somebody in New Jersey. Again, it will be cash at the person's home outside the door. This person...
Ooh, that's brave.
She wrote before, cash only, and cash just like works for people. But this person in Howell went to sell some expensive sneakers. Guy showed up with a gun, robbed him. And you realize that at the end of the day, probably the safest way to do this is in the police department's parking lot. 1-800-283-101.5. So I would probably opt for selling not in person, just like Mercari or eBay, or I sell a lot of stuff on Poshmark, which is a clothing website. And I mean, you can bring clothes to the consignment shops. You really don't make that much money that way, but it's better, I guess, than just, or you could donate them. But
did you ever walk through an estate sale?
No, I actually never have.
It's weird because you're walking through the house and they have everything laid out. This is this person's life laid out, and you're shopping their life.
But wait, didn't you say you had something that you thought?
Oh yeah.
Was worth so much money?
For my entire life, there was a painting hanging on the wall of my mom's house. It was a painting my uncle brought to her from France when he was visiting from France, and I can't remember the guy, Vlamnik or something like that, I think was his name, and I looked it up and it said, yeah, this guy was famous in Paris and he's worth his paintings can be worth up to $10 million. I'm like, oh my God, he bought this for my mom when he was coming over. He must have bought it in Montmartre, where the artists are. I was like, oh, this could be great. Look it up. The guy goes, no, that's a reprint. I'm like, damn it.
Oh.
I thought I had a real one. I thought, because it looks, it's painted and everything, but it's not real.
I don't understand the difference between those things. Like they say it's a print.
Yeah, I don't get it either. It looks like it's painted, and it's grimy because it hung in my mom's house, and she smoked, and it was just grimy.
Where'd you bring it?
I did it through a guy online. It was a reputable place, and they took a look at it, and
they know,
and then I still have it, but
$50.
It's not even. It's for $10.
Okay, so the
cigarette smoke on it is worth more than the painting.
Oh my God! All right, so listen, these are great stories from people texting each other trying to sell stuff. Some guy goes, hey, my package arrived damaged. What do I do? I was thinking about suing you. Oh, that's an overreaction. Hey, wait a minute. Is your Jeep on Craigslist still available? The other guy goes, yeah, the Jeep is still available. He goes, would you trade a trumpet for it? At $200?
Sure.
A $600 trumpet in good condition. He goes, you want to trade a beginner trumpet and $200 for my Jeep? Like, what reality are you living in right now? So the guy goes, never mind.
Yeah. It's unbelievable what some of these people expect out of the sellers.
The guy goes, hey, are these still selling? I would like you to ship to Spain if I pay for ship. So he goes, I don't do international shipping, I'm afraid. So the guy goes, afraid of what? Do not be scared.
Do not be scared. Right? You can hear that as soon as you read that. Do not be scared.
Do not be scared. How long he goes, then one guy goes, hey, how many miles on a car? So the guy answers, 170,000. He goes, how long have you owned it? Any particular reason for selling it? So the guy selling goes, are you interested in buying it or knowing my life story? But the other guy answers, it's a 25-year-old car. Those are reasonable questions I would expect most people to ask when interested in buying a car like this. But
True.
Is it reasonable? Why are you selling it?
Because it has 170,000 miles on it.
That sounds obvious to me.
I mean, I would ask it, though. I mean, that's a reasonable question.
No, it is.
Why are you getting rid of it? You know, was there a murder in somebody in the trunk?
All right, 1-800-283-101.5 is our phone number. People often sell stuff in person. They try to sell stuff online and then they meet in person. And oftentimes it doesn't work out because one person is dishonest. Like this happened in Howell, where a guy shows up with a lot of high-end sneakers and ends up coming to face with a not good guy and the end of a gun. So if you're going to meet somebody, you've got to figure out a safe, neutral, public place to meet.
As a police officer, I would tell anybody, do not meet at somebody's house. Do not meet at somewhere that you're unfamiliar with. Go to the police station. Even if the police station doesn't have cameras set up in their parking lot, go to the police station, go inside, tell them what you're doing, and then make the exchange out in the parking lot.
A lot of people on the app chat have stories, and we'll get to all of those in a second, but we do have to take a quick break. But, Eric, can you read this? Is it hard to read?
Yeah, there's a sunspot on it.
A guy goes, hi, is this available? The other guy goes, yes, it is. He goes, don't need it. The first guy goes, me neither. Okay, we'll have more of your trying to sell online stories coming up on New Jersey 101.5. It's 10:30 now.
Now the latest New Jersey.
It's the Dennis and Judy program for your Friday. I'm Judy Franco. Across from me, Eric Potts, who's always ready to step in for Dennis.
Rip roaring and ready to go.
And by the way, you just show up.
I just pop in.
You know what I mean? Like I have nothing to do with it. And all of a sudden, like Eric Potts plops into the studio, and I'm like, this is magic.
I didn't ask for him to fill in.
I didn't ask for him. God bless him. No, but I love having him.
Always happy to be here.
My question to you all is: A, what do you do with stuff that you want to sell? Do you ever sell stuff online? And I particularly want to know what people do with clothing. I've been selling my clothing to a consignment shop, but you make like 40% or 20% of the 40% they make. And I don't know. And then after that, I don't know. I get a bunch of statements from them every time I bring clothes there.
Right.
And it's always like, I go in, do you have any money for me? Like, here's $7. I'm like, I brought you 4 garbage bags full of stuff. So I'm not really sure how that works. But a lot of people tell me it's much better to donate your clothing than try to sell it because you really even make more in
the write-off,
taxes. At the end of the year, and you get barely anything for consignment. So, what do you do with old clothes? And do you try to sell things online? 1-800-283-101.5. Judy in Hamilton has sold a bunch of things online. I guess it's worked out well for you, right, Jude?
Yes, it has. I either meet them at a location that's out in public to trade and trade the money, and I sometimes bring people with me so I'm not alone. This particular incident, I have a piece of furniture that I'm selling, I put it on Marketplace, and I got several interested people. But I promised it to this one woman that seemed sweet enough, and she said she can come on Saturday. But it's going to snow on Saturday.
Yeah.
So I don't know if she's going to make it. And since then, about 4 more people have contacted me and told me they would come pick it up right away.
You got 4 people. Somebody can come pick it up right away. Highest bidder gets it.
Yeah, well,
pit them against each other.
Pit them against each other. Here's the thing. I think some things. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. I keep talking over her. Some things sell immediately. They're like, I was hearing from the consignment shop where I sell my things, and they also sell furniture, Jude. Anything modern in furniture, in 1 second, a modern sofa will sell.
Wow.
In 1 second, a modern lamp will sell. But if you bring something that looks like country to, some people love country.
My mom did.
Really?
God rest her soul.
Your house is full of like roosters.
It was more Americana, so I had the eagle with the spread wing lamps, and stuff, all those things from the 60s.
Oh my God! Because wasn't she a foreigner?
Yeah, she was from France.
So she appreciated.
Yeah, she was Americana all the way.
That's so
Revolutionary
funny.
War soldiers is in our hallway wallpaper and stuff.
Kidding me.
It was crazy.
That's very strange.
Yeah.
So Judy, you are used to doing this. You never had a hard time.
No, I never had a difficult time. Everything worked out nice. They always showed up, and I always got the transaction. So, but I'm very cautious because I'm an older female, so I have to be careful. So
you're lucky. You're lucky it worked out for you. Good girl, Judy. Thank you for calling New Jersey 101.5. We're talking about how people sell stuff that they don't want or need anymore. Selling used stuff. Particularly for me, the hard stuff is clothing. Like people say, oh, just donate it because you get the tax write-off at the end of the year. But I don't know. There's something about it's good stuff, and I spent money on my clothes, and I take care of my clothes. So I feel like I want to get money for that. 1-800-283-101.5 is our phone number. So there's an app called Poshmark. There are a million apps like this. There's an app called ThredUp, Poshmark. I know people who make a living on Poshmark. Now, I don't buy enough very expensive clothing to really make a living, but there are girls who are, but it's a full-time job, Eric. You have to take pictures of everything, and they have to be posed in a certain way, and you got to describe it this certain way, and there are all kinds of, and there's a community in there. You got to share things. Screw that. I'd rather get 20% for it,
I've spent a ton of time in consignment shops all over the country because I travel with another comic who is just totally into the 60s atomic bunker stuff. So he's always out there looking for that stuff. And we definitely look like a couple every time we go in there. We look like we're a couple.
That is hysterical.
Doing antique shopping and stuff.
So you're both doing really manly things to make sure.
I'm picking up a baseball glove.
Spitting on the floor.
We need this baseball glove. For sure.
So Kirkenwall on the app chat says, I've been car shopping on Facebook Marketplace. A lot of AI scams. Oh, I didn't even think of that. Where you find an inexpensive vehicle with a request to email for additional info. The reply is almost identical in design. Either a military person leaving or a divorcee selling an unneeded car. All refer to using eBay services to coordinate the delivery vehicle. Additionally, the post is repeated under 10 plus states across the country. Well, what would that do for somebody?
I don't know.
You find it, I guess, people waiting for people to show up with cash in their pocket?
I would assume so. I mean, if you're going to sell your car
is scary, people.
Yeah, if you're going to sell your car online, go through one of the, Carvana or something like that. And yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
I would never. All right, Matthew is in West Orange. Hi, Matthew. You're on New Jersey 101.5.
How's it going? I sold so many weird things off Marketplace, and I had a lot of luck. I feel like weirder the better, and yet you have better luck selling it.
What's the weirdest thing you sold?
The two weirdest things I can think of is, when you go to a drugstore or something, they have the lottery signs.
Yeah.
That's one thing I sold.
The electronic ones that tell you what the numbers are up to?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. How'd you get your hands on that?
That's cool, though. Isn't that a little cool?
It is
piece
cool.
of, like,
I would put it in a
Americana?
bar or something like that. It would be cool.
It's so funny.
I happened to walk by a store that was going out of business, and the joke was like, how much is for one of these lottery signs? Give me $30. Okay.
Wow.
Bought it and sold it for like $150.
Nice.
Hysterical, by the way. I love that story.
The other weird thing was, like the beach carts you see like down the shore?
Yeah.
The ones with the weird wheels?
Yeah, the big giant wheels so they can roll over the sand. Yeah.
Yeah, found one down in Wildwood, brought it back up, sold it for like $40. We got it for free.
Nice.
That's amazing. Good for you.
Somebody's still on the beach in Wildwood looking for their beach cart that he took.
No, it's just the tires. No.
Oh, it was just the tire. Okay, I got you.
That's very funny.
Matthew, thanks for calling New Jersey 101.5.
Oh, my God. Oh, you know what? Barbara, she used to use Craigslist all the time. I want to talk about that. And then Jim, of course, trying to sell a car because he's recently divorced. What do you think his experience has been, Eric? We're going to get to him in a minute. But first, I got to talk to you about Value City because people who come into my home and see my furnishings always say, wow, everything looks so beautiful. Where do you get your furniture? When I say Value City, I'm proud to tell you that I feel like I turned so many people onto this store because I don't know why. A lot of people have not discovered it yet. Let me just tell you, the quality is amazing. Go into another furniture store where you see things priced like Value Cities, and you will not see quality like this. Feel the drawers, how solid everything is. And you don't sacrifice beauty for price. Everything is gorgeous. Value City's biggest President's Day sale ever is right now. And that's why if you've been thinking of Value City, this is the time. Get unbeatable deals on living rooms, dining rooms, bedrooms, and mattresses. Floor samples up to 70% off. And of course, free full service delivery. Check them out at valuecitynj.com. Terms and conditions apply. See store for details.
101.5.
You realize when a guy is trying to sell sneakers and then he goes and meets somebody that it's not the safest scenario in the world. So guy shows up, he's a criminal, he's got a gun. This guy brings $2,000 sneakers. I don't even know how many. Happened in Howell, which is really scary. I don't know. I just think of this Howell as like a safe place to be. Which is stupid because every place could be safe or dangerous. I know
I lived in Howell for a while.
Howell, Alabama, did you?
Howell, Alabama.
Look like a Howleyan a little bit.
Well, I'm from Jackson, and then after I graduated police academy, I lived in Howell for a little bit, and then moved out this way.
I love Howell. I do. I love Howell. It's pretty. It's rural. It's people make fun of it because they call it Howell, Alabama. But
I loved it out there. I mean, I don't like Route 9, but who does?
Yeah, is there a spot in the state where Route 9 doesn't suck? I'm just curious.
No, it's like Route 1 over on this side. It sucks.
Right. It's so true. Okay, so how do you sell stuff that you're done with? Let's go to Barbara. I said I'd get to her. She used to use Craigslist. What happened to Craigslist, Barbara?
For many, many years, for about 10 or more years, we did really well on Craigslist. And I'm not on Facebook or any of those other places, so that was kind of where I had to go. And actually, we used to ride around on trash nights and pick up all kinds of stuff, and then we'd clean it up and put it on Craigslist. And we had a very tidy business for many years.
That's pretty amazing.
Craigslist went out of favor because of the murders, the Craigslist murders and stuff. I think
it did, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I did have, because our major seller was kids' toys, tricycles, and all the plastic thing, the big climb and slide things that they put in their backyards and that kind of stuff. And we would pick up these huge things and the playhouses, bring them home, clean them up, put them back together, and we made good money on them. But
you can't just put them on eBay?
No, I don't do eBay. I don't do any of those big things.
Right, and the truth is, Craigslist is very much like, but you could put it on Facebook Marketplace now and still make money doing that. I didn't realize that about Craigslist. But it's so stupid. Somebody could get killed on any one of these.
But they made such
apps.
a big deal out of it. So.
And
it should as well.
The
They
Facebook
should.
Marketplace killer, then people wouldn't go on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah,
Barbara, thank you. We got to get to the next call, but I so appreciate your perspective, Jim. Thanks for calling New Jersey 101.5. Thanks for joining the conversation. Talk to me.
That's towing the company line.
Right?
Yeah.
Aren't I a team player?
You are a team player.
Jim says recently divorced trying to sell a car. What is the best place to sell a car?
Is Jim not in there?
I don't know. You know what? Let's just talk about Jim.
All right.
And guess what he would say?
Well, Jim,
are you there?
He's recently divorced and he's trying to sell his car.
Oh, I hear.
Hi, Jim.
Hi.
How you doing? Yeah, recently divorced, she left in October. Didn't realize it was a scam until you mentioned it, and now I realize
The marriage was a scam?
Recently divorced.
Oh.
No, I'm not a scam, but once you brought up the recently divorced is a scam, I realized nobody responds to me once I say I'm divorced, and that's why I'm selling the car.
You know what, Jim?
Yeah.
It's true.
You sound like AI.
You do. I'm thinking
But I'm not.
maybe
There's a car trying to get rid of the car. I'm just a guy trying to get rid of a car.
I
That's all
hear
I'm
you.
doing.
You know what? I would
Isn't
call
that funny, though?
Carvana. Do one of those reputable places, Carvana,
do
or I
that?
can't remember what the other ones are.
and they're good. A
I don't know
CarMax.
if they
CarMax.
make
that's
it
it.
like an 06 Honda, though. It might be too old for that. I'll
They
call
might
them,
do it. I wouldn't be surprised. Call them. Listen,
Also,
I work
can
with
you
Trevor
do a
Lease, who
headline
sold
saying I'm not AI, I'm a real guy.
Yeah.
the picture of you holding up today's paper.
And then real quick thing last is I work at a school, and 20 minutes ago, I was talking to kids literally about Facebook Marketplace before I even got into my car.
Huh.
And they said 2/3 of the kids can't access Marketplace anymore. And they showed me, and they're kicked out of it.
Wow. Hey,
Because
Jim.
they're kids?
Yeah, they're eliminated from it. They can't access it. And I didn't believe them. They showed me their phones. And I only learned of this 20 minutes ago. Before I got in the car, and then you guys were talking about it. And I'm like, okay, I gotta call.
It's godsend. Hey, Jim.
We've helped you, Jim.
Jim, we got to go. Thanks for calling New Jersey 101.5.
Yeah. The colder weather obviously doesn't make your aches and pains feel any better, kids. And so that's why if you're walking around in pain, you've got to call Trinity Rehab. There really is nobody that does what Trinity Rehab does. First of all, they give you same-day appointments, which is so comforting when you're in pain. No prescription needed to get started. Same-day appointments, they have fast results. And I'm telling you fast because I went in there with a shoulder impingement. Within a month, I felt better. And I know people who took a year before they fixed that. So call Trinity today. Ask about EPAD, which is their acoustic pressure wave therapy. Works for a lot of people in 3 5-minute sessions. That is like a miracle. And if it's not that, one of their other modalities will fix you right up, I should say. Also, now Trinity Rehab is fully in network with Blue Cross Blue Shield. They already were in network with Aetna, so it's never been easier to go to physical therapy. They're all over the place, too. New Jersey and Pennsylvania, like Somerville, Howell, Hamilton, Woodbridge, Wall, and their newest locations in Piscataway and Summers Point. So you know, of course, there's one near you. For more details, visit trinity-rehab.com. Eric, as a former police officer, I'm guessing you would never ditch your jury duty responsibilities, but I'm going to talk to you about how people do it. You'll never guess what the most common way of getting out of jury duty is.
Betcha I do, but okay.
We'll talk to you. We'll talk about that in a few. Stay here on New Jersey 101.5. Woo! Yo, yo, yo. New Jersey chime time is 11:08. It's the Dennis and Judi.
It's the Parks Casino Sportsbook New Jersey chime time, by the way.
Why don't you tell me?
I told you now.
Can you do it again? Can you do it again?
Parks Casinos and Sportsbook New Jersey chime time is 11:09.
Wow, you did that so well, by the way.
So they pay me the big bucks.
That was nice. Yeah, and I'm Judy Franca. Over there is my buddy Eric Potts, who's in for Dennis today. Dennis is fine.
Host
Every
du
time he takes
jour.
off. Host du jour. I always get emails from people going, "Is Dennis okay?" When I'm out, people are like, "Oh my God,
Thank God.
that loud mouth is off." I know. It's a nightmare. Anyway, so the phone number is 1-800-283-101.5. We'd love to have you join the conversation. I asked Eric before we came into this hour, does he think he knows what the main way people get out of jury duty is? And he said, of course I know, because I know everything. I remember you saying that.
They claim that they are biased already against either the race or the crime itself. Like, I had happened to me, and I find them guilty immediately.
Big one.
Not the number one?
I did that.
Oh.
I didn't say I was racist, but I just said the minute they introduced the defendant.
Yeah.
And the judge, who, by the way, was gorgeous. It was a Zoom jury duty.
You couldn't keep your eyes off him?
No, she was gorgeous.
Oh, she was gorgeous.
Judge was beautiful. I never saw such a beautiful judge. Anyway, young and beautiful. And
how sexist of me to automatically assume the judge was a man. Look, I called myself out.
Very. Now I feel like they're all women now, the judges. But anyway, she was young, Italian. I looked her up. I was like, wow, she's stunning. Anyway, she goes, I'm going to give the defendant a chance to, introduce himself. He stands up and introduces himself. And I swear to God, Eric, if that guy wasn't guilty, it was ridiculous. Like, the guy looked like a bum, sounded like a bum, just would, shifty, just looked like a sleaze bag. And, if somebody's like dressed up for court and they still look like a sleaze, so she said, does anybody have any reason right now off the top of their heads why they can't serve? So I raised my hand. I didn't raise my hand. I clicked on the button and she said, yeah, you, number 483. And I said, number one, I feel like I can't be objective because I talk about this stuff for a living. I wanted to say I was a talk show host because I thought that would immediately, So I said, listen, I'm a conservative talk show host. I talk about this stuff all the time. I'm very biased in certain ways. I said, and this guy looks guilty to me.
Wow.
So she was like, okay, then you could go. But he was. I wasn't even just saying it. That guy was guilty.
Turned out to be guilty?
I don't know. I wanted to find out if he's guilty. But anyway, the number one way people get out of jury duty is they ignore the complaint. They ignore the summons.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that.
And it's totally legitimate if you think about it, because how do they know I got it?
Right. They don't send it certified.
However, there is a statute, because I looked this up, we were talking about it, that says there's a reasonable expectation that if something is sent to you through the U.S. Postal Service, that you have received it. Yeah. And they are allowed to rely on that in court if they want to. But nobody I know has ever been sued or arrested for not showing up for jury duty. So my question is, do you try to get out of jury duty, or did you ever serve it? 1-800-283-101.5. Now, here's what I want to tell you. The reason I showed up at that jury duty pool, even though I pretty much knew I wasn't going to serve, is because there was something in the back of my mind that was hoping they'd pick me because I want to serve. Dying to do jury duty. Anybody I know who's done it has said it was so interesting and so cool. The only reason I don't want to do it is because I feel like, even though at work they're not supposed to give me a hard time for doing it, I just feel bad because you're letting so many people here down when you miss so many days of work.
And not even they're not supposed to. They can't. I mean, it's jury duty. You have to go.
Yeah, but it would, no matter what. Like, I could just see them imagine now when, like, things are sort of changing here at the radio station, and, like, me saying, hey, I need, like, 2 weeks off for jury duty. My last summons was grand jury duty, but it happened to have been...
That's like 3 months.
3 months, like 1 day a week or something.
Yeah.
But
you hear a ton of cases.
So I have a kid who's on the autism spectrum. That was always my excuse. Yes, special needs kid, whatever.
Right.
But, and they never say, nobody's going to give you any bit of a hard time for that. Or breastfeeding. I was breastfeeding. Then once I get it.
Volunteer firefighter, you can get out of it.
Oh, really?
Volunteer firefighters or volunteer ambulance people can get out of it. Police officers cannot.
That's so interesting. It used to be talk show hosts got out of it. Like if you were, they used to ask you, I don't know this, but Dennis has been in the industry longer than I have. And they used to ask you if you served in any way in the media. They didn't want you.
Yeah.
So I guess they were afraid you're going to just go on your show or in your newspaper and write about what happened or whatever. 1-800-283-101.5 is our phone number. Have you ever served jury duty, or what is the way you got out of it? maybe this is urban myth, but I've been on Reddit talking about this because I was trying to prove to Dennis that, like, if they wanted to be ballbusters, they can really give you a hard time for just ignoring it. But Dennis is like, but they can't prove that you just ignored it.
Yeah.
Like, how did they know it didn't blow out of your mailbox? That's where I found out there's a statute that says if they can reasonably expect that you did receive it, then they can prove that. But he goes, nobody has ever done it.
If it's an issue, they'll just give you another date. They'll say, all right, well, now you know this is your date. You have to.
Right, exactly. So 1-800-283-101.5. I really want to do it, though. I
have no desire.
If I were a housewife, I would do it because I have two friends who did it. And they said it was unbelievable. Yeah. They had really interesting cases too. I mean, but you can get like a civil case. It's like boring.
Yeah.
But if you get on like a fun like crime case,
cumulative. I've probably spent 2 months in court, and I have, over my whole career testifying. Yeah. I have no desire.
Of course.
God, please don't ever put me on jury duty.
So jaded. All right, Tom's in Somerset County. Hi, Tom. You're on New Jersey 101.5.
Hey, guys. How are you?
Hi, Tom.
Good.
Driving, so I hope there's not too much background noise. Number one way that you avoid jury duty is having a felony conviction. Because when the questionnaire comes around, have you ever been convicted of a felony, and you check the box and says yes, you're never called back for jury duty.
So can I check it off and then just send it back even though I haven't been?
I don't know.
Come on, it's not like they're looking into it.
They might check. Who knows?
Really?
They might check, but...
I mean, it's time-consuming, but who knows?
I haven't been called in 30 years.
Did you check off are you convicted of a felony, or did you just check it off?
No. I got in trouble when I was younger, and did my time, paid society back, and I do not serve on jury. I've never been called.
Good man that you did the crime and you did the time. So you would have no interest in doing it anyway, right, Tom?
Being on a jury, no, I don't think so. I think I'm like you, Judy. I'm conservative and I'm a little too biased about too many things. So I think being honest about an issue, I don't think I would do that.
Yeah, me neither, Tom. Thank you for calling New Jersey 101.5. Listen, that's the way I am in my life. Forget politics, conservative, whatever. I'm just stubborn. Don't try to change my mind. It could be about like wallpaper. Like, no, this is the right wallpaper. Yeah, but it might actually read a little green in this. I don't care.
You're set in your ways.
I saw it. That's what I want. That's my gut. Leave me alone. Exactly. I saw that guy. That guy's a criminal. Look up criminal in the dictionary. That guy's picture's there. That's all.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, if you go in with that, I can't imagine anybody will seat you on a jury.
And also, you know what, Eric? Not to age myself, but you have enough life
29,
experience.
39, you're young. You're young.
29. Well,
there was a big difference between 29 and 39. I should have just stuck with 29.
I was going to say, how dare you?
I should have just stuck with
10
29.
years?
I'm not good at giving compliments, obviously.
Listen, you're really not. You suck at it. Stick to you look pretty today. Yeah. That you were good at. Okay, 1-800-283-101.5. What do? Do you actually serve jury duty? Is it something that you've ever done, or do you ignore it? Do you write back that you have some sort of anxiety disorder?
That's a good one. Never thought of that. Yeah.
Are you joking? I did that one.
No, I got to use that one.
I actually had my psychiatrist write a letter. It wasn't fake. I do have anxiety, but I mean, I think I could have sat in that chair and done it, but whatever.
Especially because you want to. I mean,
I know, but I just can't. If I were a housewife, I'd do it in a minute, but I can't take off from work. But Chris has a really good story about missing jury duty. We're going to talk to you in a minute, Chris. First, let's take a quick break to talk to Pete for New Jersey Fast Traffic Alert. I tell you what, a lot of people do not want to serve jury duty, and people come up with really inventive ways to get out of it. But I think the most common way of getting out of it, at least for New Jerseyans, is the old, I don't remember seeing anything like that.
Yeah.
And people rely on the unreliability of the U.S. Postal Service to get out of jury duty. They just say, I never saw it.
Which is... It's a shame. I mean, I'm going to stick up for the Postal Service. The greatest Postal Service in the world is the United States Postal Service, and it's rare. It really is rare that they mess things up.
It's true. The problem is now they have competition and other people can do it just as well, if not even better.
Yeah.
So, but I hear what you're saying. It does take longer than it used to, by the way.
I think what, U.S. mail or deliveries in general?
I think U.S. mail.
I don't know.
I think that I remember specifically, I used to get a letter if I sent it, to the next day, 2 days. Now I see things taking up to a week.
A letter, though?
Wait,
Nobody sends
stock
letters
in the post office. Why do I have to
No, but I think they do a wonderful job, and they don't get enough credit for what they do.
No, you're right. And of late, also, they have started to really try to step up to the competition. So
yeah,
I hear what you're saying. I don't know why.
Why do we go in that direction?
I used to work at the postal service. I don't know why this happened.
I got some friends.
So how did you get out of jury duty, or did you serve? And if you did, was it really interesting? Doyle just did jury duty like last year, 2 years ago. I forget what happened. He may have been in that situation too, like I was, where it was like you work for a big talk station. I don't know if we want you.
I thought I heard him and Kyle talking about actually getting on the case. I know Kyle did. Bill
case. Did not. He got at the last minute. He got dismissed.
Okay,
they didn't want him.
He wasn't in for the Scranton Strangler case.
No, I don't think so. But who? I mean, look at Bill. Would you want him?
No.
He's such a stiff. 1-800-283-101.5. How'd you get out of jury duty? If you did, Chris in Monmouth County. Hi, you're on New Jersey 101.5.
Hi, you guys. Great show. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks for calling.
I missed my jury duty about a year and a half ago, and since you guys brought it up on the air, I decided to call the courthouse.
Whoa, what? You just called the courthouse?
Just called the courthouse 5 minutes ago. I've been worried about this for a while. And so I got, I had to get through to the right people. And once I got the right person, she said to me, she must have thought it was like today I missed it. Oh. And she's like, you missed this like a year and a half ago. And I said, yeah, I understand that. It was during COVID and stuff. And she goes, okay. Well, the first thing she said is, don't answer your door. And I was like, oh. Then she started laughing.
She's laughing because she's thinking, what is wrong with this guy? We forgot all about you.
Exactly. Oh my God, that's so funny.
I'm still nervous about it, but she goes, well, just wait and see if you get another one. That's all she said.
Yeah, you got nothing to be worried about, Chris. Live your life. Don't hide in the shadows. None.
I don't. At the same time, you never know. So I feel a little bit better now that I called. So
what a civic-minded individual. That is, it's impressive.
I think it's weird. I think this guy's strange.
I'm impressed by you, Chris. Don't listen to her.
I like the court shows on TV and stuff. I think it's fun. I've done it once before, and I thought it was kind of interesting.
All right. Everybody in that office is having a good laugh right now, though. Like, this guy was a year and a half. we forgot all about him. Good for you, Chris.
I don't blame. To be honest, I'm kind of like this. It's not that I'm so civic-minded, but I am afraid of the long arm of the law.
Yeah,
I am.
I get it.
Chris, thank you so much. What?
It'd be terrible to get pulled over and then pulled out of your car just because you didn't go to jury duty.
Yeah,
so
never.
That's never going to happen.
Never.
But I do fear, like he does sometimes, stuff like that happening. Dennis kills me. He's like, never show me one time it ever happened. But I feel like
you'll be the guinea pig.
I'll be the one. Yeah.
Chris, thanks for calling. And you know what? You did the right thing there, Chris. Good for you. Good for him.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Let's go to Pat in Mendham. Want to hear this story?
Oh, hi.
Pat how are you?
Okay, good. And Eric. Hi,
yes.
Eric.
Hi, Pat.
I was never called to jury duty, and this is going to be the first time. I didn't know that you could throw out that card.
You can't, so we're not putting that information out.
I'm looking forward to it, because I used to work for attorneys, and I'm surprised they even called me, because being with the law, with attorneys, I didn't think that they would think I was, I don't know, maybe suitable, or that I know things that maybe other people wouldn't know. But anyway, I'm going to serve in March. But I'm kind of looking forward to it, because I never did it. And I like looking at TV that has, well, there's one going on now in Atlanta with what's her name?
Fawny, what is her last name?
Fanny with Willis, is it? Or something like that?
I don't. It's escaping me. Wait,
Fannie Willis. I think it's Fannie Willis.
Yeah. And it's on Fox News. I think it's on mostly all the
Fannie Willis.
Yeah.
Fannie Willis.
Well, she's a character though, but the attorney, not the attorney, the judge is like really a mouse. She really took over that whole courtroom yesterday and just was blabbering.
Yeah, that judge had no backbone. Absolutely.
Am I the only person, by the way, that thinks Fannie Willis and Kamala Harris are separated at birth?
Well, they look a little alike, but not too much.
Very arrogant,
of each other. They're both arrogant. You know what, Pat? We've got to take a quick break because we're up against the news. Pat. But I love you for calling. Thanks so much for calling New Jersey 101.5. How'd you get out of jury duty? If you did, your phone call's coming up next, 11:30 now. All right, people. It's the Dennis and Judy show. I'm Judy Franco. Across from me, Eric Potts. It is 11:37, and we're talking about jury duty. It seems that a lot of people in New Jersey don't want to do jury duty. I know, yes, it's our civic duty. I know, yes, you're supposed to be dying to participate in the process. But most people, let's face it, don't have the time or the inclination to do it. So how'd you get out of it? Or I think probably the only people who really enjoy doing it are housewives or senior citizens with nothing better to do.
People who watch ID Discovery all the time.
Well, I do.
Oh, well, then you should be on the case.
Maybe that's why I'm dying to do it. Yeah. Okay,
you know, it's not as glamorous or as exciting as it would appear.
No. In fact, one of my friends did a case where the pharmacy dispensed her the wrong medicine in the bottle. And her main side effect was itchy flakes. So, of course, she's suing the pharmacy because she got itchy flakes. Yeah. I couldn't believe that they didn't throw this case out.
They're good for breakfast cereal. Good breakfast cereal, by the way.
Itchy flakes.
Oh, they're so good.
Yeah, the chocolate one's not so much.
No.
But I know what you're saying. But so the judge didn't throw this case out. I guess because anytime a pharmacy makes a mistake like that, you have to take it like really seriously.
Yeah.
And they gave her some money. They gave her like $10,000 for itchy flakes. And my friend was the foreperson. That's the best. So yeah, I think she.
You get a free back scratcher in the bottom of the box.
Not anymore. No, you got to mail in for it now.
Box tops.
Yeah. Remember though when you used to put your hand in the cereal because there was a prize?
I spent hours in the cereal aisle when my mom would go and just walking like, which one do I want? Which's got the best toy in it?
Oh, those
hours.
Are the days.
Yeah.
All right, 1-800-283-101.5. So how'd you get out of jury duty, or did you actually serve? Bob in Hamilton? Hi, you're on New Jersey 101.5.
How are you doing today?
Hello, Bob.
I'm doing
How you doing?
well.
Good.
I did it twice. I did it once when I was 18, and it was okay. And I did it once maybe 10, 12 years later. It was just a civil trial. We waited, and they sent us home. Ever since then, I've been doing like everybody else said, just ignoring the notices. And the main problem I have with jury duty is if a person makes, say, $25 an hour, they cannot afford to spend 2 weeks sitting in a jury where you're only getting $25 a day.
I mean,
Otherwise, I would do it.
Can I tell you, I have had an idea for so long, and you can't do this because people say, no, then it wouldn't be a jury of your peers. I think they need to make jury duty a trade, like every other trade. And you go to 2 years and you get a degree in rudimentary principles of the law, and you are still a peer. You're just another person, but you find out how the law works, how the jury system works, and you have to prove that you're not
So you become a professional jurist.
Yes.
Didn't we talk about that a couple of years ago?
I did. I don't know if anybody, they think I'm crazy.
Yeah, everybody in New Jersey says, nobody's listening to that waggy broad.
You'll do so much better if it's something that you want to do, if you're interested in that.
Exactly.
Right. And lawyers serve on jury duty. Police officers serve jury duty. I don't get it. Why not?
Exactly. But my thought has always been that if you take your pay stub in, and whatever you make, that's what they pay you for that day. And then people would come.
Yeah, I know most government entities. You get called to jury duty, and you still get your regular salary on top of whatever.
Yeah, great. Okay, but we work for a private company. Can you imagine?
Yeah, I don't know. Do they have a policy? I don't know what they have. Oh, did they take it from your sick days? I don't know. I don't think they're allowed to. By the way.
Oh no, they are. Of course they are. Up to a certain amount, and 100%. You'd think they pay you what if you have a
no? But I don't. Let's say they don't pay you, but I don't think they can take your vacation days from you. I think jury duty is jury duty, and they can't fire you because you're on jury duty.
Listen,
I don't think
there's
they can
a
take your
certain
vacation
amount.
days.
I don't know, but when you go in this company, when you go into claim days off, you see that there's an option for jury duty.
Mm-hmm.
There's an option for bereavement. There's an option for jury duty. I don't know how long they'll let you go, but you think they're just going to keep on not taking away from your PTO days?
I don't know if they can. I could be somebody out there who knows. Somebody will come tell us. Let's find out. We'll go at the break. We'll go down there. We'll march into Brian's office and go, what are you doing?
I think every state maybe has different laws. I'm not really sure. But, Bob, I appreciate you.
Thanks, Bob.
Thanks for calling New Jersey 101.5. There is no phrase I hate more than I appreciate you. I can't even believe I just said that. Ted in Levittown. Hi, you're on New Jersey 101.5.
Hey, guys. Love your show, man.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, right. So I'm 62 years old. This happened about 20 years ago.
Thank you for telling us, because I guarantee you he did not just ask you your age, Kyle.
So, yeah, I think he did, actually. But anyways.
I know, but people who are over 60 for some reason like to say it on the air. I don't know how that happens. But please continue, Ted.
Anyway, so Doylestown is our county seat here. And they send cards out in the mail. And then you fill the card out and send it back in, and, they call you when the time comes. Well, at the bottom of the card, there's a little line that says, reason you can't, do jury duty. So I was a volunteer Little League umpire, and we were going into the districts, and I knew I was going to be working every night. And the county must have called Williamsport, who in turn called this guy in Connecticut, which is the regional Little League. And I'm behind the plate up in Fairless Hills doing a game one night. I had forgotten all about it. And in between innings, this guy comes up to the fence and he goes, hey, are you Ted? And I said, yeah. And he goes, well, I'm so-and-so from Connecticut. And I just wanted to meet the guy who used volunteering Little League umpire as an excuse to get out of jury duty.
Wow.
That
I never got called. I must got put in the do not call bin because I never got called again for jury duty.
You just jinxed yourself.
You jinxed yourself.
I would go do it, but
Yeah.
Ted, thank you so much. That is hysterical. We appreciate the call to New Jersey 101.5. We'll get to all your calls in a sec, but first I want to talk to you about Value City, because so many people have asked me, do you really shop at Value City Furniture? Yes, I do. It's the only place I shop for furniture and mattresses. And if now is the time for you to do some refreshing of your home for the spring, I got to tell you, it's the only place to shop. Value City's biggest President's Day sale ever is going on right now. Get unbeatable deals on living rooms, dining rooms, bedrooms, and mattresses. Floor samples up to 70% off, which is incredible when you think about it. And free full-service delivery. ValueCityNJ.com. Terms and conditions apply. See store for details. Dennis and Judy Show on New Jersey 101.5. Right over there, I got my friend Eric Potts in with me for Dennis today. We're talking about jury duty. Did you get out of it? How you got out of it? And a lot of people, not saying it's the right thing to do, but a lot of people kind of just ignore it,
Yeah, I mean, everybody who's in our listening audience seems to ignore it.
That's what they do. It's terrible. They say there's no way to prove that I live there. There's no way to prove. My daughter got a jury duty notice sent to my house. She hasn't lived in my house for 14 years. She's been married for 14 years. What do you think I did with it?
You called them up and said, hey, she doesn't live here. Let me give you where she lives.
Let me give you her new address. Let's go to Elle in Toms River. Hi, Elle. You're on New Jersey 101.5.
Hello. This is Al. Yeah.
Oh, Al.
I was in Morristown a couple of years ago, and as everyone was trying to get out of doing the duty, jury duty, I couldn't think of any excuse to get out. And then I remembered that I'm a poll worker, so I tried to use that. And when I told the judge, he let me get out of jury duty for that.
Because you're doing
like
something
so happy.
civically minded. Yeah, I get that. It's a trade-off. Well, he's doing poll, working the polls. That's civic duty, so it's a trade-off.
That's what he said. Yeah, that's what he said to me.
I never heard that. Oh, my God.
Good for you, Al.
So I was like trying anything to get out,
and now you got one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was so happy to get out.
That's amazing, Al. Well, that's good to know. Thank you for calling New Jersey 101.5. For anybody else out there, Joanne and Brick. Hi, you're on New Jersey 101.5. I'm so happy that you served because I got to hear about this.
Hey, Judy. Hey, Eric. How you doing?
Hi, Joanne.
Good.
Good. So I was picked in 2022 via Zoom for a case, and then I had to come in, and then I had to get questioned again. Like the judge just wanted to know my life story, wanted to know what my husband did. I was, surprised that I got on this jury, and then I think we started out at 16, so it was like 12 with 4 alternates. First alternate dropped out because she had a major conflict of interest, so they let her go. And then all of a sudden, we just kept, waiting to hear testimony, and we'd be waiting in the jury room, and then the judge would come on the screen and say, oh, well, I have to let you go. So we would see somebody was missing. So somebody called out sick or had COVID was still kind of big in 2022. So this person obviously couldn't make it. So then we're down to, I think 14. Again, we get to hear a whole day's worth of testimony. It was a very interesting case. I didn't want to do it, but then once I was there, I was very,
What was it about? Ugh, I have to let you go soon.
Well,
but
it was a major story about a Howell police officer that was on a chat room, and he thought he was contacting a underage girl. Turned out it was a detective. Yikes. And I think it made news all over. I think it was like 2017, I think it was, Labor Day weekend, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember the guy's name, yeah. So I was really, this defense attorney was really, he was really going at the detectives, and people were, trying to recall stories, and he was really good. We got to under 12 jurors because people kept calling out. And the judge had no choice but to dismiss the jury. It was a mistrial. I was
oh my God!
I was really disappointed. I wanted to see what what this outcome was going to be. I wanted to hear all the evidence. And they still had so many other witnesses left that had to testify.
When they do a mistrial, though, eventually he gets another trial. No, or that's it.
Sometimes they will. Sometimes they'll go, it's not worth it.
They're not going to use the same jury. So basically, right after I got dismissed, I was talking about it to my friends and telling them, like, I was sworn not to talk about it. I was going home. I served, but I only got 2 full days of testimony because you wait and you wait and you wait in this jury room sometimes for them at 10:30 to go, okay, we're going to dismiss you for the day. Or, then you're there from like 8 o'clock, like you finally get into the room at like 9. And then you're there a full day till like 4:30. And
Joanne, that is such an interesting story. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. I wish you could have gotten to the end of that one. I'd love to have heard that story. She forgot his name. Otherwise, I would have just looked it up.
Yeah.
Listen, whether you've got 3 minutes in the morning or 30 minutes in the morning, there is a way to take care of your skin. That is the most important thing because it gets rid of wrinkles in a second. Gen 90, the new instant wrinkle treatment from Genucel. I got to tell you, it is amazing. It works immediately. You feel that tingle, and you know that the wrinkles anywhere, forehead, crow's feet, laugh lines, are gone. And it's nourishing. It's silky smooth. I love this stuff. Now, right now, you can get Genucel XV, which is a collagen builder moisturizer with vitamin C, hyaluronic acid. That's all you need on your face every day in a pure, natural base for stunning results day after day. And it builds and builds and builds. So you really do look better every day. Now, Gen 90 and XV are on special sale now at genucel.com, included in the most popular package for over 70% off. It's the best value in skincare anywhere. Trust me, before you go and get some harsh procedure, you've got to make your lines and wrinkles disappear instantly with Gen 90. Now, every Gen 90 order comes with a free beauty box and firming serum while supplies last. Just go to genucel.com/Judy, genucel.com/Judy, plus free shipping. New Jersey chime time, 12:09.
I know all about Judy's complaining of how you pronounce something, Kyle. Trust me.
I don't know who you're talking about, guys. Wait, do we have a Parks Casino thingy in there?
Oh, yes.
We must, right?
Bet Parks Casino and Sportsbook app, New Jersey chime time is 12:09.
You see?
Yeah. Good catch. Good catch.
Well, you caught it this morning, so I owed you one. Dennis and Judy show. Hey, Judy Franco here. Across from me is the very handsome, very lovable, sexy, all things.
Who just walked in the studio?
How excited are you for that intro that I gave you?
That was great.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Eric Potts, my friend and yours.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
This is the hour we love the most of the whole week because we get to give stuff away. 10 winners will win a 4-pack of passes to the 34th annual New Jersey Home and Garden Show at the New Jersey Convention Center in Edison, February 23rd through the 25th. If you are thinking of doing work on your home, if you aren't thinking of doing work on your home, but just want to look around and dream a little bit, it is so much fun. I try to get there whenever I can. If you want to win tickets here, we are the place to win them. You can also buy your tickets online at NewJerseyHomeShow.com. And while you're there, check out how to win some amazing prizes, including an $8,000 outdoor kitchen, $4,000 worth of new windows. I'm telling you.
That sounds
Come out
exciting. This is our audience is really into it.
Yeah, our audience is always very into the home show. So our phone number is 1-800-283-101.5. Seriously, if you're planning to do work, it's like fun to just walk around anyway, but if you're planning to do any work on your home, you should be there. Because between all the experts and all the advice and the companies you didn't know existed who can probably do better than the company you're going with, it's worth it to be there.
I've never been to one. I heard nothing but good things about them, though. Like, they really put up some displays.
Eric, I'm telling you.
Like your jaw-dropping displays.
But the problem with the jaw-dropping displays is every time you walk out of a home show, you end up doing work in your house.
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
even if you weren't planning to, because it's so cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a great event. We'd love to see you there. Let's do this. We're going to do some home building and home construction trivia.
I know nothing about it, so we're in trouble here.
Okay, well, I'm going to try to make it easy for you and for our listeners.
All right.
1-800-283-101.5 is our phone number. All you've got to do, which is pretty simple, is just either agree or disagree with Eric. And let's just ask our first question to our first victim right now, Rachel in Bridgewater. Hi, Rachel. You're on New Jersey 101.5.
Hey, guys. How are you?
Hi, Rachel.
We're doing great. Thank you. Are you planning to do some work in your house?
Maybe.
Well, I'm telling you, don't go there unless you want to be convinced to do it because it's so amazing.
All right.
You're going to enjoy that. Okay.
There'll be a pond in your backyard by next week.
Yeah, probably. Or a new roof. And Eric, all you got to do is answer this question and she'll agree or disagree. Okay, here we go. One of these things is not what causes your home to make noise. Okay?
All right. I would imagine bean eating is in on that, right?
That is right. Yeah. That is right.
All right.
Doesn't cause your home to make noise.
Well, somebody in your house is going to make noise.
One of these things never is the reason your house makes noise, okay?
All right. All right.
Is it A, a crack in the foundation, B, fluctuating humidity, C, your house has turned human, D, fluctuating temperature?
Well, My house.
Think carefully.
My house greets me when I walk in the door. But it's speaking to me through osmosis. I'm going to say my house. I don't know why. My house being humid is not the correct answer. So that's the answer.
So it's definitely not that the house has turned human. Do you agree or disagree, Rachel?
I agree.
That was the worst.
Good. That was a bad question.
Oh, God, that was horrible.
And a bad answer.
Yeah,
so we're
Rachel,
even.
Rachel.
All right. Rachel's going to go. What do we care? Congratulations.
Oh, I was
Rachel.
trying so hard to be funny. It was just god awful.
I know. It's my fault. I gave you a bad question. I'll try to do better on the next one.
Okay.
Pam and Cape May. Hi, you're on New Jersey 101.5.
Hi, how are you today?
Hi, Pam.
Good, Pam, did you know the answer to that one?
I believe I did. Yes, I did.
So then you should be, by the way, that's the level of question I'm asking the entire hour. So might get tough around here. That's all I'm saying, kids. Okay.
All right.
In the olden days, Eric.
The olden days?
Homeowners used to do this after paying off their house with the mortgage documents. They used to do this with the mortgage documents.
They'd have a big party and share. I don't know. I'm trying to be old, too. All right, I'm done. I can't be funny. I can't be funny when the pressure's on me.
You can't be funny.
Yeah.
At all today, by the way.
Yeah,
No, I'm kidding.
of course.
You're always funny. A,
Yeah.
did they eat them? B, burn them? C, paper the house with them? D, lick them?
This is the deed to the house?
This is the mortgage documents.
Well, back in old 90, we used to take our mortgage and we would lick them. Lick them.
I get that, though, kind of as like a tribute to we've licked this debt.
Yes.
Like that?
Yes.
Okay. Pam,
That's probably what I should have said because that was better.
You should have, you dumbbell. Hi, Pammy. What do you say?
Hi. That's definitely not it.
What?
He is
They didn't
wrong.
lick them. What'd they do?
They burnt them. They burnt them.
Very, very smart lady we have on the line here. Pam, congratulations. You obviously know how to play this game. Hang on. Kyle will take your info. You're one of the winners. You just won a 4-pack of passes, which is a really great ticket to the 34th annual New Jersey Home and Garden Show at the New Jersey Convention Center in Edison, February 23rd through the 25th.
Every comic has an off night.
I put a vitamin in my mouth before.
Yeah. Flintstones vitamin?
Like not going down. I hate that.
Like a Flintstones vitamin? Chew it up.
Is it chewable? Like
Thorny rubble.
I might choke on this. I'm going to be sad when I die in the middle of the show from choking on a vitamin. Helen and Lyndon, hi, you're on New Jersey 101.5.
There you go.
Hi, guys. Happy Friday.
Hello, Helen. Thank you. Happy Friday to you as well.
Thank you.
Helen, are you going to be doing any work on your home in the near future?
I'm hoping to. I need a new garage door desperately.
Oh, you'll see a lot of those guys there. Okay.
Yeah, they have garage door displays upon garage door displays there.
You'll be in the right place for that. Okay. All you got to do is either agree or disagree with Eric. Hopefully, he will have the correct answer for you.
Or at
Eric,
least be funny.
Here we go.
All right.
Okay. You'll notice at the bottom of your kitchen counter, there's a little indentation. It's called a kick plate. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The kick plate that's at the bottom of my cabinets.
Correct. Is it there for A, in case you get angry, you can kick it? B, you can hide food in it? C, it's just a building mistake? D, so you can stand closer to the counter?
Well, I would like to say that it would be there to stop any beers from rolling underneath the counter, but I think it is for stepping up closer to the sink.
Ooh.
I agree.
Wow, you two, that is teamwork.
Yeah, look at that.
Amazing. Congratulations. All right, Helen, hang on a second. Let Kyle take your info. Enjoy the home show. And that's how it's done, kids. Your phone call's coming up next. Weather and traffic on the way. You want me to talk about this now,
sure,
Eric, or do we wait until between traffic and weather?
Just before.
All right,
weather.
let's take a quick break. 12:18. Here's New Jersey Fast Traffic.
0.5.
All right, kiddies, we're giving away a great prize today. Whether you're thinking about doing work on your home or not, 10 winners will receive a 4-pack of passes. Your favorite,
Sorry, didn't mean to hit
my
that.
favorite. I love it. You can play that anytime. I love it. A 4-pack of passes to the 34th Annual New Jersey Home and Garden Show at the New Jersey Convention Center in Edison. It's happening February 23rd through the 25th, and you're going to see great experts, thousands of different ideas. It's a great, even if you're not thinking of doing anything, it's just a great way to spend the day. Amazing prizes, including an $8,000 outdoor kitchen you can win, and a $4,000 worth of new windows. So if you don't win them here, you can certainly buy your tickets online at NewJerseyHomeShow.com.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by go. You know the thing.
That's about how I sound when I'm giving my answers today.
I'll never get enough of that. No, stop. Why are you being so annoying today?
I'm a negative Nelly today. You know, I just woke up in the negative side of the bed.
You know what? It's happened to me.
Yeah.
But you're always great.
Yeah, I got to unnegify myself.
I don't even, that's not a word.
No.
No.
Not at all.
Unnegify. All right, let's go to the phones. It was close, though. There's definitely something there.
I got to go home.
No, please. I love that you're here. Please. Bob and Woodbridge High, you're on New Jersey 101.5.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Hi, Bob.
Well, what do you think? How do we sound like we're doing? We're both like hanging on by a thread today.
I think you guys are great, so I love listening to you.
Thank you. So cute. All right. Well, as you know, I'm asking Eric very difficult questions about construction and home building. And all you have to do is agree or disagree with his sometimes very stupid answers. Do you think you could do that, Bob?
I think I can.
All right.
Are you planning on any work in your home, by the way?
Yes, I need to put an elevator in it.
Oh, wow.
Wow, an elevator.
Those guys there.
Yeah.
They have those like hydraulic things, Eric. They're so cool. It's like a tube. And
I think I've seen those. I think I like to watch those like really rich house videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
And they had like a tube elevator. I was like, that's really cool.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Star Trek.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Okay, here we go, Bobby. This is the question. You ever see a shallow little balcony on the side of a house, Eric?
I have. I know what they're called.
What is it called?
Juliet balcony.
Look at you.
Yes. I watch those expensive videos. Those expensive
I thought it was
house
like
videos.
that's right. I thought it was like too girly of a thing for you to know. Well, there's a reason it's called a Juliet balcony. Is it A, because it comes from Romeo and Juliet? B, it's named after its inventor, Juliet K. Winslow. C, it was invented in Juliet, Minnesota. Or D, it's named after the inventor's daughter, Juliet.
Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Because it comes from Romeo and Juliet.
You're locked and loaded on that
I'm
answer,
locked
huh?
and loaded.
You sound very confident, I have to say. Bob, is he correct?
Yes.
Woo!
Did I get it?
Congratulations, Eric. Nice job.
All right. And I even gave you a little Shakespeare. Threw a little Shakespeare in there for you.
Threw a little Shakespeare in there. You're amazing.
All right, Bob, hold on.
So how many more? Now I have to figure out how many more we have to give away to see if we have to break now. Hold on a minute. No, we got to do this now. Okay.
6?
We're going to do one more.
6 more.
And then we've got like 6 more?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So let's do this one quickly, and then I got 5 more to give away. Okay, here we go. We have Jeff on 78 somewhere. I don't know where.
Hi.
You ready to play?
How are you?
Jeff, good. We're great. Thank you for calling in. Are you ready to play our game?
Yes, please.
Yes?
I guess he said yes.
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay.
He's
one
polite.
of-
He said please.
He's very sweet. One of these is not a roofing material. Okay? You have 4 choices. One of them is not used to make a roof.
Okay.
Is it A,
tarp,
solar tiles, B, cedar shingles, C, clay tiles, D, sponges?
Well, that's a tough one, but I'm going to have to say solar panels. Sponges work very well.
Sponge roof?
Yeah, I have a sponge roof. It works very well.
I got the sponge roof also.
Yeah.
What's great about it is it actually holds more water than like your basic kitchen.
And you can do your dishes on top of your roof.
And you can do your dishes anytime you're out on the roof.
Come on. Who wouldn't want that?
Come on. Bring the dishes with you. Sometimes if you're lazy, you can just throw your dishes up onto the roof.
Yeah.
And
throw some soap up there, and then it washes itself. They break a lot when they fall down, but you know.
They do, but it's so worth it.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to stand there in the kitchen, We're right, Jeff?
Yes.
You agree?
No, I disagree with that.
Oh, okay. We were mistaken.
Oh.
I thought maybe.
Did I get ripped off with the sponge roof guy?
Can I tell you something? I kind of like the idea. I really do. We both got ripped off with our sponge roof. Jeff, we got ripped off with our sponge roofs. You will certainly find a roof contractor there at the home show. Hang on.
Sponge
Kyle
roof
will take your
SquarePants.
info. Exactly. You guys, your phone calls are coming up. We got more to give away on the Dennis and Judi Show. Stay right here, won't you?
5.
All right, people, we are in the middle of our favorite hour of the day where we get to give stuff away that doesn't belong to us. That's the best part.
Yeah.
This time we are giving away a 4-pack of tickets, bunches of 4-packs of tickets to the home show, the 34th annual New Jersey Home and Garden Show at the New Jersey Convention Center in Edison. It's happening February 23rd through the 25th. Come out for hundreds of experts, thousands of ideas. And if you don't win them here, of course, you can buy your tickets online at NewJerseyHomeShow.com. It's a great show. There are thousands of dollars worth of prizes to win. And Nicole in Union is the next one ready
victim.
to play our game.
Contestant.
Exactly. Hi, Nicole. How are you?
Oh, hi, Judy. How are you? I love your show. I listen to you and Dennis every day.
Thank you so much. Nicole, are you looking to do some work in your home? Is that what's going on?
Yes. We need the bathroom done in the kitchen.
You're definitely going to get some great ideas over there. And since you're doing a bathroom, I actually have a bathroom-related question for you. Let's see how much you know about bathroom construction. Eric, listen carefully. This one might be a brain teaser.
I know how to take a bath, but that's about it.
Okay, well, actually, that might be helpful in this game.
All right. Here we go.
When building a bathroom, which of these items will you not need?
Definitely not an air freshener because I eat roses.
Not an air freshener. Right. Okay. But that's not one of the choices.
Okay, let's do it. I'll stop interrupting.
The toilet.
Ooh,
B, the sink. C, the stove. D, the shower door.
I don't know about you, but when I'm in the shower, I like to fry up some eggs in the morning on the stove right there in the bathroom. But I think that you can leave it out if necessary.
Really? No, because I also feel that makes for a very productive morning rather than eggs and then shower.
I brush my teeth in the shower, shave in the shower, and cook my eggs while I'm in the shower.
So do I. And that's why I think having the stove there is underrated and people don't really realize it. So if I had to guess which one doesn't belong there, I would probably say a sink. Because if you have a shower, you don't need a sink. You understand what I'm saying?
Got you.
Okay, so I'm going to say it's the sink. Eric, do you agree or disagree?
I'll say I agree with you. It's the sink.
Nicole, what do you say?
I disagree.
Really? What do you think that you could leave out?
The stove.
No.
I can't believe none of these people knows how to multitask.
Bathroom cooking is the best.
It is. And it's just, you know what it is? It's very, very new, Eric.
Yeah.
And you and I are on the cutting edge. A lot of our listeners are not.
Clean your dishes. You throw them up on the sponge roof. Then you bring them into the shower with you. I mean, all that, it's there.
Oh, God, you guys are crazy.
Nicole, hang on a minute. We are.
Yeah.
We are.
Hold on, Nicole.
Trying everything today. Pulling out all the stops. Yeah, very good. She just won a 4-pack of tickets. We've got Joe now, Monmouth Junction.
We're going to start.
Joe,
Everybody's going to buy stoves for their bathroom now. It's
Guess
an
what?
ingenious idea. And a sponge roof. You can't beat it.
I really feel like we might have started a trend.
I think
do.
so.
Okay, Joe is in Monmouth Junction. Hi, Joe. You're on New Jersey 101.5. You ready to agree or disagree with Eric?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, this
I'm
may
ready.
be a little bit of a trick question, so I'm going to need you boys to really pay attention. Joe, do you think you can handle it?
I think so.
Okay. Which one of these is not generally a flooring choice when building a new home? Is it A, wall-to-wall carpeting, B, vinyl planks,
Sponges.
C, hardwood, D, dirt?
I like a good dirty floor. I'm gonna have to say hardwood floors because
It
dirt's
hurts.
so much better.
Hard. Okay, right. Also, that was such a simple explanation, but so true. Also, hardwood, like I feel like you could get splinters.
Yeah, you can get splinters. It doesn't go well with the roof, the sponge roof, because when it leaks down and it goes into the dirt, it gets absorbed into the dirt. So yeah, I'm going to say hardwood floor. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
I would say so also. Joe, I mean, this sounds like a slam dunk answer to me. Joe, you agree, I'm sure, right?
No.
What?
No?
Hardwood floors are great. Hardwood floors are great in a new home.
So
Dirt
which
is not.
Dirt
Dirt
not,
is not
great.
good.
See, that goes against what Eric and I were both thinking.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah,
shocked.
well, I'm telling you that's wrong.
You can dig in the dirt and build mud
telling you
castles.
it's wrong.
You can do a lot of things with dirt, but not inside the home.
What?
Okay, wow. This is
Somebody
amazing.
ripped me off, man.
Joe.
Listen, I appreciate it, Judy, but I want to. Are you still there?
I am still here, Joe. Hanging on for dear
Judy,
life.
I
What?
want to mention something. I was listening to the radio when the young lady said that she needed a garage door.
Yes.
And I just had 2 doors installed yesterday.
Yeah.
And the guy was tremendous, and he did a wonderful, wonderful job. He even put in my my garage door openers for me.
Okay,
the
cool.
name of
What's-
the company, can I tell you this?
Yeah, say it. Throw them out there.
The name of the company was Done Right. Doors Done Right.
Okay, I'm going to pat. Well, hopefully she heard it, or somebody might call
Okay.
me and ask. Joe, hang on a
Hold on,
second.
Joe.
Kyle's going to take all your information. Doors done right. That's nice to know. That guy just got like a $4 billion commercial.
Yeah.
Let's go to John in Lakewood. I don't mind. You know, these like,
Help 'em
family-owned
out.
companies.
Yeah, come on.
Throw them a bone.
Yeah, come
Hi,
on.
John. You're on New Jersey 101.5.
Hi, Eric and Judy. How are you?
Hello.
Great to
Hello.
talk to you, sir.
And you too. I always listen to you guys. You get me through the day.
Well,
Thank
you
you.
and you
Okay,
get
so-
us through the day, John. You don't know that, but we're telling you.
We do help each other. Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so we're going to try to do this last one pretty quickly. Which one of the 4 is not part of a house? Eric, which one of these 4 is generally not part of a house? Is it A, the porch, B, the engine, C, the eaves, D, the roof?
Well, Adam would tell you it's the eaves because he doesn't want her around. So I'm going to go with that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's the eaves.
Yeah, he's done with her. He doesn't want to be with her anymore. So
Okay.
it's the eaves. There's several of them in that house.
John,
Well,
you're going to allow him to get
my
away with that?
house. No, I think you're wrong, Eric.
What is it?
How
Did you say?
dare you?
Did you say? I know, crazy. Did you say Eve?
I said eaves.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're wrong, Eric.
Of course, correct, John. Eric is an idiot
I'm a
right now.
dummy.
It's the
Oh, for heaven's
engine.
sakes, no, not at all.
No homes have an engine. I mean, they may have one in there at some point
the
for
engine.
something, but
Yeah.
not part of building the house,
Sometimes.
the home. John, thank you for calling New Jersey
Hold on.
101.5. Hang on with us and let me talk about Guaranteed Service, the people who always take care of my plumbing, electrical, and HVAC, and always will, because they're on time, they're professional, they're trustworthy. Let me tell you something. Guaranteed Service can fix stuff in your home before sometimes the other guys even call you back. I love Guaranteed Service because they're a family-owned company that is so professional. They send you a picture of the technician who's coming before the guy even walks in the home. They wear the little booties to save your home, and they act like they really care because they do. Everybody that Helmy hires, every single team member I've seen from Guaranteed Service has been somebody that I would want to break bread with. Quality people and a quality service, whether it's your water heater, your toilets, your lights or switches. Give Guaranteed Service a call. Call 1-800-GUARANTEED or learn more at guaranteedservice.com. Yo, Dennis and Judy show. We've got stuff to give away. We're giving away tickets to the New Jersey Home Show. And I have to tell you, people are clamoring for these. Eric Potts across from me is going to be answering the questions. I ask them, and then you just either agree or disagree.
And you can go see all the new design on sponge roofs at the Home Depot. Or
I understand some of the premier sponge roof builders will be there.
What a genius idea that would be.
It was a very good idea. I'm very, very proud of you. Okay, well, let's do this. We'll go to Chris in Piscataway. He's dying to play our game.
Let's do
you
it.
not, Chris?
Yes, we are.
All right.
Okay. You got a team with you? Who's the we?
No, just me. Me, myself, and I.
All right. No cheating.
He likes
You
to
ready?
refer to himself in the third person. So
Yeah, that's kind of strange. No, third person would be he.
we. So what would that be?
In the plural.
Seventh person?
In the plural.
In the plural. Okay.
I have a feeling he has a team with him. He doesn't want us.
I should have known that I was going to be corrected in my grammar. I knew it at some point today. I was going to be corrected in my grammar. I knew it.
Do you forgive me?
Oh, I feel like I should be put in detention or something because I
It's
get
so
it wrong.
in me. I have to stop. It's horrible.
I know.
I have to stop.
You're a writer, and you
I'm
insist.
also a mother, so like I
Yes.
do it to my kid. I'm sorry. I
Right.
apologize.
That's why I raised my
Okay.
kids dumb, so I don't have to worry about it.
Okay, Chris, are you ready to play our game?
I am.
Okay, Eric.
Yeah.
Which of these
My kids are smart, by the way. I love them.
is not? I know that. Which one of these is not a home architecture style? Okay. Is it A, Victorian, B, spaceship, C, Cape Cod, D, contemporary?
I've seen Elon Musk's house, and it's spaceship all the way.
Okay.
So it's which one is not? I'm going to
Uh-huh.
say, what was the first one again?
There's Victorian.
Yeah, Victorian.
Spaceship-
Victorian. That's just like Eve. Everybody wants Victoria out. Come on.
Yeah.
Get out.
Exactly.
Done.
Not Victorian.
Breaking up. Not Victoria. No, come on.
Okay.
A spaceship is the one I have in my house.
Okay, Chris, Eric Potts has a beautiful spaceship style home. So would you agree or disagree with him?
I'm going to disagree with that.
What do you have?
I have a ranch.
That wasn't one of the
wasn't
choices.
one of my styles.
What brilliant answer.
I love you, Chris. Hang on a second. Kyle will take your information, and all we got to do now, Eric, is talk to Donna in Eatontown and see if she's smart enough to agree or disagree.
Poor Donna
with
has
some of
to listen to
stupid
this
questions.
drivel.
Okay. This is important now.
Was
You may
drivel
call it
correct,
drivel.
by the way?
Drivel?
It was.
DR.
All right.
Well, it's DRIVEL. You probably said dribble.
No, I said drivel. I said
Okay,
V.
so then yeah. Ouch! God just punished me.
Yes.
Slammed my knee. Okay.
I threw that from across the...
Thank you, Eric. I appreciate it. All right, here we go. Which one of these tools is generally not used to construct a home? Eric.
All right.
Oh, no.
Is
Oh,
it
no,
A,
she said, oh, no.
hammer, B, tape measure, C, saw, D, dental drill?
I notice how you put C and saw together, seesaw.
I didn't
And
even mean
that
but-
doesn't need, you cannot use a seesaw to build a house. So that my answer is Seesaw.
Seesaw. Okay. He's saying you do not use a seesaw to build a house. So it's the letter C, Donna. Is he correct?
I would have to say yes, he's correct.
Yeah, because you don't use a seesaw, so I am correct.
I don't use a seesaw. I sit on the seesaw.
Oh.
Okay. So a dental drill is sometimes used.
If your house has a big mouth, it is. But
or if maybe you're a dentist /
I threw her off with my seesaw answer. She got it. You got it, Donna. You got it. You win.
I win.
You win.
She has a husband there going, honey, you just sounded like a moron. Right?
Why would you ever agree with me, Donna?
Honey, you just... The men are, oh my God, go away.
That's exactly what I say to my husband. Donna, hang on
Hold
a
on.
minute. Kyle will get your information. You're going to the home show. And we had so much fun this hour, though. Thank you, really. But Rob Dukansky has a message for you because he does more than put a sign in your yard. Rob Dukansky of RE/MAX First Advantage has superior marketing to sell your home for the highest price possible. Tell you a little story, kids. Gather around the fire. Wayne and Joyce were moving to Western New Jersey for a new construction home in a 55-plus community. But first, they need to sell their South Plainfield property. Couple took full advantage of Rob Dukansky's cutting-edge marketing, and the results were nothing short of amazing. 24 showings later, after only 9 days on the market, what they'd originally listed at $569 sold for $600,000. That's $31K above the list price. What can Rob and his team do for you? Worried about low inventory or high interest rates in this ever-changing market? It's not about the market. It's about choosing the right agent. That's Rob Dukansky, and he can help. Call the only agent we would call if we needed to sell our homes. That's Robert Dukansky, 855-350-1015, 855-350-1015, or go online, robsellsnj.com. That's robsellsnj.com, or just Google Rob Sells NJ and start packing.
You were turned down. Try it again.
Parks Casino and Sportsbook, New Jersey Chime Time is 110.
We got it right.
Judy program. Hi, I'm Judy Franco. Across from me is the beautiful, the stunning Eric Potts.
Sponge
Yay.
Sponge roof SquarePants.
I'm going to get right into this because it's just really funny. This story is so funny. I don't know where the original... You'll tell me afterwards where the impetus for this topic was, because I don't remember. Somebody stuck in an elevator. I think Kyle sent it to me.
Yeah,
Wait,
I have no
Kyle.
idea.
Let's ask Kyle.
Kyle,
I don't think...
let me turn
it was Kyle's idea. You know how to put him up?
Yeah, but...
If not, it's not that important. But
go ahead.
Kyle, what was the
I don't think
genesis?
this was my idea.
Oh, okay.
Did
So it might have been-
I send it?
I don't know. Whatever it is, my favorite story in the entire world that Dennis tells whenever we talk about this type of stuff, and obviously there must have been a Jersey story connected to this, but he went into a bathroom in Italy and he was trying to get out, and the bathroom was in a basement. He was trying to get out and he kept turning the door and it was locked from the inside. So now he's locked into this bathroom and he's banging and screaming in Italian for somebody to help him, but he's in a basement in this restaurant. Finally, somebody hears him after like 10 minutes, walks in, and they walked in the door. He had been trying to get out through a closet that looked exactly like the door. So all of a sudden the door opens, and it opens like
There's
2
a
feet
mop
away
there.
from where he was, and the guy's like, "Scusa, can I help you?" And Dennis is like, "Oh," like he can't even explain.
He
why
didn't
was
try
screaming.
the other door?
He said he like only saw that. He was focused on it. And as soon as it was locked, he didn't even see the other door.
Oh, that's
he just
funny.
like started panicking. So I thought it would be fun to say where you got stuck or a body part you got stuck somewhere.
Oh.
I have so many of these stories. 1-800-283-101.5. But where did you find out where it came from, Eric? Why we brought this up?
I went through my show prep today, and that subject was in show prep. So
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this story that I'm about to tell, and first let me give the phone number, 1-800-283-101.5, where you've been stuck, or did you have a body part stuck somewhere? Body part.
Body.
1-800-283-101.5. So this actually happened to me, and it also happened to Jeff Dominski. Did I tell you the story?
I never heard it. You might have told
Okay.
Dennis, but...
My granddaughter is on the toilet. She was like 4. And she starts screaming, Grandma, I'm stuck. I can't get up. So I go walking over and try to pull her up off the toilet, and I can't do it. She had just come out of the pool, so she was like a little wet. And like, I don't know if you know, but like if you're wet, there could be like suction. So anyway, her little butt is like stuck in the toilet. And my daughter is laughing at me because she's thinking, oh, mommy's old. She can't lift her,
Right.
And I'm like, no, she is stuck, like suctioned in here really hard. So I was freaking out. The bathroom happens to be off the kitchen. I go running into the kitchen. I got a can of Pam spray oil.
Good thinking.
Sprayed it around her little tush, and then was able to like slide her out of the toilet. And I'm telling this, or the toilet seat, and I'm telling the story. And like 2 weeks later, I hear Jeff Dominski telling the same story about his son, 7 years old, who was messing around and then got...
And found out.
Toilet. Yeah, exactly.
He messed around and found out.
So the phone number is 1-800-283-101.5. You ever been stuck in a room, an elevator, or have your ring stuck somewhere, your finger, your arm? 1-800-283-101.5. Being stuck and having body parts stuck, neither one of them is fun.
No.
Let us go now to Tom in Bridgewater. Hi, Tom. You're on New Jersey 101.5.
Hello, Tom.
Are you there? It says here he was stuck in a walk-in freezer, which sounds like it would be a great story.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I don't know if you realize this, Eric, it keeps happening on this line 2.
Yeah.
People are just
you may be right.
So I don't know if it's the line or what. Tom, are you there?
I had to put Tom on hold.
Put him on hold. I can't imagine too many things more claustrophobic and scary than a walk-in freezer. I mean, let's face it.
And cold.
It's not. Well, yeah. Freezing cold
Yeah.
on top of it.
Yeah.
So 1-800-283-101.5 is our phone number. Have you ever been stuck anywhere where you couldn't get out? You were trapped. There is a real claustrophobic feeling when that happens. And then have you ever had like a body part stuck somewhere? You get, I have to tell you daily, I don't know if you use the same headphones I do. It's going to sound ridiculous. Daily, I get my finger stuck in the headphones hinge.
All right. That's a problem.
I know.
On the operator's end. What
I know. You can't,
do you have the Sonys?
You can't go by me, Eric. You know that I get like stuck in my clothes because I have my headphones on and I forget. So I try to take off my sweater.
I'm stuck in the middle with you. So
I'm locked into my clothes. It's like insane. Steve in Cherry Hill, hi. You're on New Jersey 101.5.
Hold on. There we go.
Yeah,
Hi,
good
Steve.
afternoon. How are you guys? Hi,
We're
how are
good.
you?
Good.
Yeah, so I was up on my garage roof cleaning out the gutters. I had an electric blower, and the cord was, plugged in. But I had, and the length from where it was at was kind of long anyways. So it got tangled up with the ladder, right? And so the ladder fell, and I couldn't get down. So it took me about maybe a half hour. My wife wasn't home. None of the neighbors were around. And I didn't have a cell phone, so I had to wait until my wife got home. So, yeah, it was...
now, were you panicking?
No, I wasn't panicking because, eventually somebody was going to see me,
Yeah, I know, but... I don't know.
What am I gonna,
me...
what was I going to...
I know, but you don't understand. It's not... It transcends logic, the feeling of being trapped somewhere. You know that somebody's going to see you. You know you're going to get out, but all of a sudden panic sets in for me.
No, the only time, I think the only thing I would have panicked about was if nobody came home, but somebody's got to get back to their homes. I live in a neighborhood, but it was just that time of the day when nobody was around. So eventually somebody was, now let me tell you something. If a storm came, right, and, there was a chance of thunder and lightning, I would have, I probably would have tried to get out of there because what's worse, jumping from a distance or getting struck by lightning?
Yeah,
know?
well, Steve, the way you combat that, though, is you install a sponge roof. That way you can lay on the roof while you're waiting. It's soft. And when it rains, it absorbs it. So you're good. Sponge roof.
Didn't even think of that.
Well,
Sponge roof.
Well, I have that, but it didn't work at the time.
It wasn't properly installed yet. I get it.
Steve, thank you so much. You're amazing. Thanks for playing along. I appreciate the call to New Jersey 101.5. So where have you been stuck? Is it a frightening feeling? 1-800-283-101.5 is our phone number. We'll get back to you in a second. Right now, take a quick break at 118 for New Jersey Fast Traffic.
All right.
It's the Dennis and Judy Show. Where have you been stuck? In an elevator? In a tiny little room? In a closet? Or have you had a body part stuck somewhere? I got to tell you, if you're a person who suffers from any kind of claustrophobia, that feeling of being trapped is like the worst feeling in the entire world. Tell us your story. 1-800-283-101.5. Joan is in Elizabeth. Hi, Joan. You're on New Jersey 101.5.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. A very long time ago, I was riding a bus home from work, and I tried to get off the bus at the bus stop, and I was going out, and they closed the door, so my head was stuck outside, my body was inside, and the driver went to the next bus stop, and I was screaming.
Wow.
And the people on the bus
He doesn't hear you because you're outside of the bus.
Yeah.
No, of course they couldn't hear me outside of the bus.
Was there anybody else on the bus?
The people in the bus were telling the driver, but apparently the driver wasn't listening to anybody. I don't know, but I was totally embarrassed. I wasn't hurt. I was just, all I wanted to do was get off the bus and run as fast as I could away from it.
But you got that nice wind-blown hair look.
I had the blonde hair, and my scarf was waving out in the breeze.
See, I would be like her. Like, as scary as that sounds, I'd be much more just embarrassed.
I would have jumped off the bus and went, ta-da! Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Thank you. You have a wonderful day. I love listening to you guys.
Thanks,
Joan. Thank you so much. I appreciate the call to New Jersey 101.5. She actually answered the question perfectly. Do you ever have your body part stuck anywhere? Yep, my head was stuck in the bus door.
That's great. It's a good thing her head wasn't inside and her body outside. That would be different.
That's true, too. I didn't even think of that. What? But at least they'd hear her screaming.
That's true.
If that were the case. All right, 1-800-283-101.5. Have you ever been stuck anywhere, trapped anywhere, had a body part stuck somewhere, and what was that feeling like? Tell us your story. Rich is in Silverton. Hi, you're on New Jersey 101.5.
Hey, guys. Yeah, when I was younger, I got my hand stuck in a snowblower. It was the way before they had all the safety conveniences on them, and my glove got sucked in when I was trying to brush some snow away, and it pulled my hand into the blades.
Oh no. You lost a hand.
I lost some fingers.
Oh my
God. Oh God. I just
packed them in the glove with some snow, and they reattached them.
Oh, thank God.
Okay.
Functional?
I have to ask you, what'd you say?
I said, are they functional now?
Oh, yeah. They're very functional, especially the middle one.
How old?
You can tell you're from Jersey.
Yeah, in New Jersey, you need that one. I have to just ask you, how old were you when this happened?
I was a freshman in high school, so it was a while ago, trust me.
Oh, my God, but still, you were like a kid.
Yeah, I know.
Trust
me, I know.
That's very scary. Oh, my gosh, but thank God. I guess it could have been much worse than that,
Yeah,
right?
thank God you're okay.
Well, yeah.
You go near snowblowers anymore?
Regularly.
Yeah?
Well, yeah, but you can't do that now because when you stop them, the blades actually stop. This was back in the days before they, started protecting you from yourself.
Yeah.
And my glove got caught. The end of my glove got caught and got sucked in.
Those are the days before they had a warning like, do not put your hands someplace because they'll get sucked in and you can lose fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I also go over 65 on the parkway, so I don't listen.
Wow.
Look
Good
at you.
for you, Rich.
And then that middle finger comes in handy when he's driving that fast on the highway. Thanks, Rich.
Absolutely. It gets regular exercise, trust me.
Rich, thank you so much for calling New Jersey 101.5. I mean, I kind of would have said like the no disfigurement clause is in effect, but actually no. It's okay.
He's got his fingers
But no
back.
death rule.
Yeah, no death. We don't want to hear about that.
No death.
We don't want to hear about the guy who decides he's going to do this great magic trick and bury himself underground with cement on top of him in a glass coffin. What a dope.
Yeah, no, please don't tell me that. 1-800-283-101.5
You heard about
is our
that,
phone
right?
number. What?
There was a guy who actually did that and died. Like, what are you thinking?
Well, it's so scary because the first thing I thought of was a few years before I got there at my college, they had a kid who, as a hazing ritual, they made him dig his own grave at the beach. Like they did it to like 50 guys,
Yeah.
But when he went in there, it sunk. Caved in. And he died.
That's awful.
Like horrible. But anything about being in a tight place to me is scary. Like people go on those. On my honeymoon, I went to these stalactites tunnels. Stalagmites. I don't know what, I guess it was before I got claustrophobia. I look at pictures of it now and I get nauseous just from looking at the photos.
Really?
I cannot walk through anything close like that. Can you?
I can. I try to avoid it, but I can. I don't.
But you don't get freaked out.
No.
Okay, because I went on a ride at Epcot where it said, if you have claustrophobia, don't go in there. And I was like, oh, no, I don't have that anymore. I went in, I found out I have it.
So when you speak about the sand, and we just had that 2-year-old boy the other day that happened to he was safe. But when I was a kid, when you were a kid, I'm sure we dug huge holes and we're down there completely.
Tunnels.
Didn't even think about it collapsing on us. Oh, my Lord.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Patricia, I really want to talk to you, but we have to take a break.
Yeah.
And I don't want to rush you through because it looks like you have a really good story to tell. Kids, guess what? It has to do with a sewer hole. That's all I'm going to tell you.
Interesting.
So it sounds like it was kind of unpleasant. Trisha, hang on with us, won't you? Where did you get stuck, kids? Someplace you were stuck, trapped, locked in. 1-800-283-101.5. Your phone call's coming up next. Right now, New Jersey 101.5. It's 1:30. I mean, it happens. People get stuck places. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Now, the question is, do you panic? Do you freak out? I do.
Do you remain calm and deal with the situation?
And you know what's funny, Eric? Like, my husband was in the hospital once recently, and there was a teeny little bathroom. It was like tiny, like a broom closet practically. And I go into the bathroom, and the doorknob fell off. It was an old hospital.
Only you.
So I can't get out. And I know, only me. But basically, there was a window. If there's a window, you feel a little better because you're not in a box, right?
Yeah.
So I see the window, and I'm like, okay, calm down. But then I notice the window is locked, like with a padlock.
Oh.
I start freaking out. I start banging on the door, and finally a nurse comes. She's like, okay, calm down. We're going to try to get you out. They couldn't get me out. They called a maintenance guy who was able to get. The whole thing was probably 5 minutes, but it felt like the longest 5 hours of my life. I had my phone in there. I tried to look at the phone, distract myself. I couldn't. I could hardly breathe.
Wow.
I was ventilating. So people get stuck in places who get nervous. 2 minutes is like 2 hours.
In general, if something goes crazy or wrong, are you tend to panic or do you tend to take control of the situation?
No.
Panic.
I'm a wreck. You know me.
I thought I'd ask it.
Patricia is in Lawrenceville. Hi, you're on New Jersey 101.5.
Hi, thank you for taking my call. Love your show.
Thank you.
I got stuck twice. One was similar to yours, Judy, but I was going to share the other one that happened in 08, and I was parked across from a Charlie Brown's in Highland Park. My friend was driving, and she wasn't sure if it was okay to park there, so I followed her around the car back toward, the sign to read it, and somehow she missed the hole in the street. It was an uncovered water sewer hole, and my right leg found it, went in under the ground, and I blacked out. And then I hear her still reading the sign, and she turned around and she thought I just twisted my leg, and then I finally came to, and I said, she goes, what happened? Did you twist your ankle? I said, no, I don't know what happened. I can't move. So my whole right leg was underneath the ground level, and she called for help and they got me out, but nothing came of it because the township didn't want to take responsibility. The water company didn't want to take responsibility for.
Of course,
somebody's getting sued.
And you can't sue the town in Highland Park. So
nobody you can sue. Nobody you can sue.
What? You can't sue the town in Highland Park? I never heard of that. Who made a law that you can't sue us?
I went to 3 lawyers, and one was Levinson Axelrod.
Well, they know what they're talking about.
Then,
yes.
Yeah, 2 others. And then they finally said, no, you can't sue the town. So, unfortunately, I had 90% benefits covered, so I had to eat 10% of everything. But, yeah, it was a mess.
Wow.
A mess. But
that's horrible. Oh, my God.
You doing okay now, Patricia?
Yes. Yeah, I had knee arthroscopy for torn meniscus, had a really good doctor fix it up, and everything worked out. Mm-hmm.
Well,
Eric, I'm complaining about being stuck in a little bathroom in the hospital.
Her leg is underground.
Patricia, thank you. I'm glad to hear you're good now.
Yes,
I appreciate the call. Thanks for joining the conversation. Paul in Spotswood.
Here's
Paul.
Paul. Paul's back.
101.5.
This is Paul. Good to see you guys.
Hi.
Thank you.
Hey,
especially with only one eye, you're seeing us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lost my whole eye on my left side. I had an incident back in '99. I had an armful of paperwork and went into an elevator that malfunctioned and slammed me against the wall. It was one of the ones that didn't have the padding on it. And it hit my glasses, and the glasses went in my eye, the whole works.
Oh.
Yeah. And the thing is, it's still going on since '99, but I just recently lost it, and then just last year they finally took it out completely.
Hey.
So I'm here.
Thank God. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty.
Yeah, that's and it's kind of, just
well, they try to save it. They try to save it for since '99, and I've had probably about 12 surgeries on it, and I had it tattooed, and that didn't work, and then they finally removed it.
You weren't able to see out of it the whole time, though, were you?
No, not at all. They blacked it out completely with tattooed the eyeball.
I never heard of that.
I don't want to know what that is.
Yeah.
I'm so scared.
Yeah, it's not a fun pleasure, but yeah, they did that, and it didn't work. I went to the Eye Institute, and they tried to save it, and finally they just took it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, Paul, I love you. Thanks for calling New Jersey 101.5. This is all from getting stuck in an elevator? How?
That's why I said
explain it.
I don't get it. Not only that, I mean, tattoo the eye.
I don't. He
I might have got the Eagles tattooed on my eye, not all black.
Eric, I don't even want to think about that.
Yeah, that sounds not only painful. Well, it sounds painful.
Yeah, exactly. Georgia in Toms River. Hi, you're on New Jersey 101.5.
Hi, Judy and Eric.
Hi, Georgia.
I'm a long-time listener, first-time caller.
Well, thank
you. I grew up in Point Pleasant Beach, and when I was 12 years old, I did the dumbest thing. My washing machine at home had broke. My mom had to leave for work, so I told her, I said, I'll go to the laundromat and do the load of laundry for you. She said, okay. She gave me a bunch of change to buy some detergent and stuff out of the vending machine. So I went to the laundromat, which was only about a block and a half from my house, and I put the money in the machine to get the packets of the laundry detergent, and the machine stopped working. I didn't get my money, and I didn't get the laundry detergent. So I was by myself in this laundromat, and I got the bright idea. I saw the pack of laundry detergent up there.
I feel like I can guess what's going to happen next. Okay.
Up to the machine, inside the machine, up past my elbow.
Oh gosh.
And it had metal slats in it. And I was trying to reach the bag. I got my finger on it, but I couldn't pull it out. My arm was so cut up from all the metal slats while I was trying to reach, the detergent out. I had no more change, no more change to try to do anything to try to get it. I was in there by myself for probably at least a half hour.
Wow.
Screaming? Were you screaming?
I was crying. I was crying. My arm was hurting. And it was all cut up from the metal slats. So finally a man came in to do his laundry, and I yelled for him to help me, and he had a stick, I guess from a broom or something, in his car, and he stuck the stick into the machine and pushed the slats up to get my arm out. But I was
George, you know what that teaches you? Never to pass the laundry on to somebody else. Have somebody else do your laundry.
Right. It's a horrible thing to do. We never do laundry.
Yeah. Well, that happened in the 60s. So,
all right. You haven't done laundry since. Good for you.
Everybody knows how dangerous it is to do laundry. Georgia, thank you so much for calling New Jersey 101.5. I tell you, I would have maybe just kicked the machine in to break it.
Yeah, I probably would have broke something.
I don't know how. Anyway, Eric, I got to talk to you guys about Value City. I know that I talk about it all the time because it really is the place where I buy my furniture. And I feel confident in urging you to go there because you're going to fall in love with the place. The same way everybody does, whoever hears me talking about it. I think a lot of people don't even really understand that it exists. So here's the deal. Go into Value City, see the quality, see the value, see the beauty of all of their furniture, and then write to me and tell me how much you loved it. And especially now, because they have the biggest President's Day sale ever going on right now with unbeatable deals on living rooms, dining rooms, bedrooms, and mattresses, floor samples up to 70% off. And that's like a great opportunity to get a really good buy. Free full service delivery, valuecitynj.com. Terms and conditions apply. See store for details.
Link 5.
Dennis and Judy show, and people get stuck places. Your
Stuck in the middle.
With you. And if you have, me too. If you get, if you have claustrophobia, you feel like, you get nervous from being trapped in places, that is dramatic. Let me tell you, if that happens to you. A lot of people in New Jersey have been stuck or trapped or locked in or had a body part stuck somewhere. My kid in 8th grade, my daughter got stuck on the baby swing. She went into that swing that's like a bucket.
Oh, yeah.
You don't do that in 8th grade.
No.
Even though she's tiny, couldn't get her
back out. They have to cut it?
Cops had to come.
Oh, yeah?
And cut it. Yeah. Oof. It was humiliating for me and more for her.
Did you have to pay for the swing after that? They cut it or
no? No, they were very nice about it. It was in my town. We pay taxes,
Yeah.
We pay you to come out.
We pay you to cut these swing seats off. Let's go.
Oh, my God. The cop was so funny, though. He was looking like, how did this even happen? It was insane. Bill in Flemington. Hi, you're on New Jersey 101.5.
Hey, I'm not going to thank you for taking my call.
All right. Good, because it's dumb.
Hey, so anyway, I cliff climb. And I was up at this place called the Ice Caves up in New York State. And I go climbing with my friends, and we're partaking of the weed and all that stuff. And we're going through this cliff, it's hard to explain. It's like a chasm that's underground. And then it makes a perpendicular turn. And they're about 3 feet wide, these caves. They're like 100 feet high and 60 to 200 feet long. And you can go down these mazes. It's really cool. So anyway, but sometimes the caves get really thin. So you want to try and squeeze in as far as you can because maybe it's going to pop open and be something bigger, So that's exactly what I did. So I squeezing through there and I'm breathing out.
Phil drank a lot of coffee today.
That's what it sounds like. Oh, my God.
I had an athletic, skinny body, I knew I was like the guy, you can't get in there any farther, Bill. No way you can do it. I'm telling you, there's got to be something further in there. And I'm breathing out. I get stuck. I can't breathe in now. Now I'm freaking out because, oh, my God, I can't even breathe because I've squeezed out all the air just like it's getting further. And now I'm like, guys, throw me a rope, throw me a rope. They're still trying to throw me the rope, and they can't get it to me because I'm so far in from where they could go because they're a little chubbier than me, And sure enough, I finally said to myself, I couldn't go up. I couldn't go down. I mean, literally, I was hanging by my chest 60 feet above the water that was going underneath us. And it was probably like only 8 or 9 inches wide. And it was pitch black except for our little headlamps. And I was freaking out.
Yeah.
And I said, I guess I've got to get the fuck out of here. Excuse my language. I hope you can bleed me. And that's exactly what I did. So
I believed him. I didn't hear what he said, but I believed him
anyway.
anyway.
I'm freaking out from hearing this story, by the way.
Yeah.
What did you say?
I said, I was like getting dizzy just from hearing your story.
Yeah. Did I speak too quickly?
No, you speak fast there, Bill.
I kind of
But
understand
Bill,
what you said, but
Here's what I'll tell you, Bill. I'm going to thank us for taking your call. Thanks, Bill.
You know what? Let's thank each other. Thank you, Eric.
Thank you. Thank you so much
you're
for.
supposed to thank me now.
Oh, thank you for thanking me.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
Okay. John, I don't know either. John, hello. You're on New Jersey 101.5. Real quick, if you can.
Yes, it's not going to be quick. It's a journey.
Oh, wow.
Hey, so
You might not
we don't have that much time. So.
You got 30 seconds. Go.
All right. A bunch of my friends, we all went out to South Carolina, this place called the Plantation, drinking all day, having a great time. Time to get into the elevator to go upstairs. And I was the last one on. And as I got in, I noticed it was like a little bit lower than the regular height was. So someone presses the button. It closes. We go up maybe 2 inches, and it stops. And we're like, "Oh no, you got to be kidding me!" So I'm claustrophobic, and I'm like, "Don't even say this." So they hit the button. Somebody gets on there and says, "Hey, yeah, we'll have somebody over there to help you out. There's a janitor around. They got the key. Blah blah blah." He shows up.
How long? Bottom line, how long were you in there before they got you out?
45 minutes.
Oh. Thank God they
That's
got you
enough
out.
for
John,
me to
thanks
kill
for
us.
calling New Jersey. We're up against the end of the show.
I know, and I really wish we didn't even pick that call up, but I felt bad he was hanging on for so long. It happens.
Yes.
That's radio, kids. It's a dirty, dirty business,
It is.
unfortunately.
Beautiful working with you today, Judy. Have a great weekend.
Thank you, Eric, for being here. Kaminsky and Dwelly next.
Bye.
Have a great weekend. Love you. Bye.
Hey y'all, Darius Rucker here. You know, a lot of people ask me, what inspires your music? And one of the big things is a strong sense of place. That's why I love my home state of South Carolina and want to share the awesome things it has to offer. From the beautiful mountains down to the sunny coast, it's got it all. Not to mention two of my personal favorites, great golf and amazing food. Come see why I love this place. Visit discoversouthcarolina.com.
This has been the Dennis and Judy Show on demand. Thanks to our sponsor, Value City NJ, with 9 locations in New Jersey, or online at valuecitynj.com. Don't forget to check out the latest news and opinions from Dennis and Judy on our free app or NJ1015.com.
New Jersey 101.5.